What's going on, people? So, a little while ago, I did a video talking about shoe related regrets, right? It's not a lot of them, but there's a few. And one of the shoes that I brought up was the Hyper Crimson ones, right? And I told myself, I may have said it in the video, I don't know, but I told myself that if I ever got through on a pair of ones that went for a similar price, maybe I could manage to pull off like a little one for one swap because that seems fair. And I'm not one to pay resale, so that's kind of like the only chance that I have at getting something like that. And so you fast forward to now, or at least this past weekend, the Mochas, right? Everybody was talking about those. It seemed like it was something a lot of people were going after. Not me, because I like them, but I just didn't care. And so I was talking to what the sneakers the Friday before the release, and he was talking about how the raffles kind of went a little weird, and some stores canceled theirs or whatever the case was, and he was just gonna have to try his luck in the morning, which on a big release is almost always a guaranteed no. It happens, right? So I told myself, all right, you know what? 10 and a half, that's what he wears. I'll put in for it and I'll see how that whole thing works out. And obviously, you can tell how that whole thing worked out. So Saturday comes around. I asked him, like, after the dust settles and all the people stopped pending and all the orders were being posted on Instagram and stuff. I'm like, hey man, did you get through or what? Like, what happened? He's like, no, didn't work out. No surprise there. So I'm like, all right, cool. Send him a screenshot of my little order confirmation. I'm like, if you want these, I got you. Just send me like the money plus, the 190 plus state tax plus shipping because that's the kind of guy I am, right? The thing was, right? I could have easily just kept these for myself, sold them on wherever, or did that whole trade thing, and ended up with a shoe that would have sat in that little room over there to be worn maybe once every long, long time. I already have a lot of shoes like that. So the thing that made a little more sense to me was to get these into the hands of somebody that actually wanted them. Because dude, kind of like myself, doesn't go for a whole lot of things. So I figured, you know what? I'll help him out. And that's where we are. But the thing is, I was talking to him on the phone last night, and he's like, yeah, man, you should at least do the review and all that good stuff. So I'm going to knock out this review, see what these things are all about. And by the time you see it, it's going to be a little late, honestly. Because right now, I'm doing one of my little YouTube breaks, because I do that from time to time. And so, what is it? Today is what, Thursday? So yeah, these just came in yesterday. But by the time this video is posted and stuff, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the middle of next week, which by then, most people won't care. But at the same time, that sometimes works in your advantage to your advantage, because if the market, the YouTube feeds are flooded with reviews, you're not going to watch all of them. But if I throw this thing up later, put the right title on there and say it's a little more than just a review, some people might be a little more inclined to see what I'm talking about. So we'll see. But overall, I mean, let's face it, this channel doesn't get a lot of views when it comes to Jordan videos anyway. So I don't know. We'll see. Top of the box right there. Side of the box right there. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be the normal on foot style review because it's not my shoe, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to at least get in here and see what these things are all about, give you some kind of idea of what they're all about, and then get over to the post office and get these mailed out. So let's go ahead and see what we have in here. Try to be a little careful. These are looking pretty nice, But let's pull out this other pair as well. Make sure that's fine. No blemishes or anything like that. Good. Everything's looking pretty much on the up and up. So, ladies and gentlemen, actually I need this one. Do my little intro. It's now review time on this right here, the Air Jordan 1 in the Mocha colorway. So, as I was saying before, in the pictures and all that stuff leading up to the release, I thought, man, these are looking pretty nice. I know a lot of people compare them to those Travis Scotts, which I think are not good. And I'd always thought, like, if they take that colorway, put it on something normal, like a mid or whatever, something accessible, maybe I'll jump on it. And then they did. But again, the timing was just not for me because I've got other stuff that I want to spend my money on. And I've got other shoes that I haven't even worn yet, so whatever. Let's start with the bottom. Down there, right? Typical stuff. Black outsole. Nothing too crazy about it. It's Jordan 1. Moving on. Midsole. Nothing too crazy about it. Kind of a sale sort of color, right? Pretty nice though. Moving on. Upper of the shoe. Pretty standard stuff here, right? Nothing you haven't seen before. I mean, from the millions of photos you've seen, you know what you're getting into. You got some black down there around the toe box. You got the black swoosh. Behind that, you got the sail middle area. On the far back end, you've got the mocha color. So yeah, there you go. There's not a whole lot to say about it. Now, as far as the quality of the materials, that feels not how I thought it would feel. But yeah, they're feeling pretty nice. They're feeling pretty good. No complaints here. You know, I'm not gonna go touching all over them. I mean, again, it's not really my thing. And as some of you may have seen, you do have this extra little set of white sail laces in there. So that's kind of cool. And then moving on past that onto the front, you've got the standard tongue style. Does this have the leather? It does not. I know there were some ones that had a leather top here. Not this one though. So there's that for you. And then, of course, the logo on the side there in black. So there have been pictures and stuff in there if I feel that it's necessary. But I feel like I'm close enough to the camera that maybe I won't need to do all that this time. We'll see what happens. I'll flip that around in case you wanted to see the inside of the shoe, the medial as they call it. But yeah, overall, and if you're looking for the sizing information, personally, I think that Jordan 1s are a true to size fit. My general true to size is a 9.5. So I can wear that in a 1, no problem. I generally like drop down though to the 9 because I like a slightly more snug fit, but that's just me. But anyways, I don't have any, try to be careful with that so it doesn't fall off. Anyways, I don't have anything else to say about this other than when you're looking out there and you see other people that are kind of missing out on things, don't be afraid to help them out. You know what I'm saying? But be kind of careful of who you're helping out because let's face it, there are people who will take advantage of that. Like people who will buy something from you for retail and then turn around and try to resell it. That's not cool, dude. It is not cool at all. But anyways, past that, I am done. So have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I am going to get this video edited and all that good stuff, and it will eventually be out there to where you can watch it. You're welcome in advance. All right, later people.